What if this Pisces new moon was the exact moon to help you manifest exactly what you want for this 8-year, this abundant year? What if it was asking you for you to dream beyond your reality right now and see it quantum leap into the future in a very short period of time? Today, I'm going to be going over what you need to know about this Pisces new moon that is happening on March 10th, 2024, and how it will affect you 3 days before the day of and 3 days after. We're going to go through a full energy update of what to expect, how it will affect you. Then we'll move into the numerology meeting, and then we'll shift into the card reading in this video. So I'm really excited to do this amazing video with you and to tune into exactly how this potent manifesting new moon is going to affect you. Before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bells so you do not miss a video. And it really helps this channel expand, grow, and for us to really grow as a community, because more important, more than anything, is for us to work together. When you do this work, your power, your essence helps ripples this whole world. And I just want to really allow you to just drop in and know that your warrior work is needed right now, and we're doing it here. So I just want to take a moment, give some appreciation, gratitude for you, for our community, for every single one of us here. I'm so grateful for you. And if that's your vibe, definitely follow along. Maybe share this video with one person that you know that might need some little bit of a update, a little bit of a boost in their manifestation as they go through their process. So really excited. A couple things I want to share with you guys is we have a Pisces new moon breathwork ceremony that I am hosting. I cannot wait. I'm actually going to link here what's happening as far as breathwork. This was the announcement I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm bringing breathwork ceremonies back, and I cannot wait. I love doing them with you guys. This is an opportunity for you to manifest for this Pisces new moon through your breath. And when you can connect with your spirit, your soul, manifestation can happen so much quicker. You will be able to manifest anything throughout this practice and really bringing energy where it flows. So there's going to be healing, there's going to be breath work, there's going to be integration, there's going to be community, so you're not doing it alone. And with that egregore of energy, your manifestation is going to skyrocket. Another thing I want to share with you is we have one spot available for this month's goddess retreat as of now. So if you are interested and want to squeeze in and meet us in Portugal the 20th to the 27th to do this goddess women's retreat to help heal your womb, your yoni, and you're ready to do this deep plant medicine retreat, go and email me and my team. The link is down below, and let us know, and go apply, fill out the form, send us an email and say that I'm interested, and we will let you know and look at your application. So this is just a little thing I'm going to share out because I know for sure there's going to be people who are like, oh my God, I want to go. There's always one or two. Last thing is Divine Dharma Retreat. That is happening, and I'm so pumped. Y'all, Divine Dharma Retreat is a retreat and training for light warriors to step into and show up and take the leap to step into their earth work, to step into the work that they came here to do. And we're going to be learning everything from smudging, connecting with their gifts, understanding how to tap into your healing, doing the work of your shadow work so you can enhance your gifts. And also we'll be sitting in plant medicine. So this is happening in June on the beautiful lake in Canada, and I cannot wait to do it with you. So if you're interested in applying, you can also apply for that down below. Lastly is my one-on-one portal spaces are opening up. This is a rebirth program for people to heal, to rebirth, to step into their big awakening, and to continue to awaken within themselves outside of the system that does not serve us. And I'm taking 2 souls this summer to guide them in their journey to step into ancient practices over a 3-month or 6-month course. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go and apply down below for one-on-one support with me. Okay, I feel like that's it. There's so many things, guys. There's a lot of big things happening in our world, and I just want to share them with you. So thank you for listening and connecting and tuning in and doing this work. And just thank you for being you. Again, I feel so much gratitude in this video for you. Okay, let's get into what you need to know about this amazing, potent new moon in Pisces. Any Pisces in here? Let me know down below. Where does it place in your chart? If you're not a Pisces, how are we feeling? Let's just do a little check-in. Let's connect. How are we feel? Like, how are we actually feeling? I know this Virgo full moon brought us in the ringer. It brought me in the ringer. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It brought me in such deep purging, and to a point where I was like, oh my gosh, like there's no turning back to the old past. And the reason why I'm talking about the Virgo full moon, if you haven't checked out that energy update, it might be supportive if it resonates with you to go watch it too, and to see what has happened since the Virgo full moon. Everything's connected, right? Now, whatever that purge was, which we're all going to go through throughout this year, I talked about this in the 8 signs that you're going to be, you're chosen to be part of this new earth. If you want to check out that video after, you can as well. It's all connected as well. We talked about purging. We talked about how this Virgo full moon was purging the perfections of how we were blocking our own selves from our manifestation to prepare us for this Pisces new moon that is happening right now, which we're stepping into. So this brings me to the first thing you need to know about this Pisces new moon that is happening on March 10th, 2024, and how it will affect you 3 days before the day of and 3 days after. More sensitive emotionally and a sense of energies in your environment, a notch more than usual. So you may be able to notice that all of a sudden just a wave of emotions come up to you and you feel like there's no hiding in it. So for those of you that might be very isolating with your emotions, maybe you were trained as your younger self or certain points of your life that where emotions were a weakness, that emotions weren't welcomed in your household, that emotions were welcomed in your relationships. In this Pisces new moon, there's a new relationship with emotion. And you're learning that at the other end of purging, anger, sadness, grief, pain, struggle, blocks, scarcity, whatever it is that are those lower frequencies, we can meet this space of ecstasy, this space of pleasure, this space of happiness that is also accessible when we are in these spaces of purging. And when we can breathe into those spaces of knowing that, you know, you are feeling all things and everything. And instead of being people, and I always see people who do this, especially, and I've been those people too, so there's no judgment in this, but, you know, judging and saying that, oh, I just feel all the emotions. Come on, let's be honest here. You walk into a room, you're feeling the tenseness of someone, you feel bothered, you feel this person's not supporting your boundaries, whatever it is. The first number one thing I want to share with you, it was a choice. Virgo full moon cleared that out for you. So then Pisces new moon is calling you that now that you're in that same environment, what has shifted? What has changed? How have you stepped into your power of manifesting this exact situation and environments? That these sensitivities of energies and emotions are actually going to help you get clearer on your manifestations on what you do want and what you don't want. So 3 days before the day of and 3 days after March 10th, 2024, for this Pisces new moon, it is heightening your emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is our ability to describe what an emotion feels. That's really what it means. It means understanding how we respond to an emotion, describe an emotion, and when we can do that, manifestations are heightened by emotion, not by time. What that means is if we're connecting to something from the past right now, the universe doesn't know, it just knows it's an energy that's being part of the now. So if you've read the book Power of Now, I highly suggest it. And if you have read it, let me know down below how you like it. This is a great book to read if you want to read around Pisces new moon. It could inspire you to know your power within. But when we're talking about the environment, how does our environment become our manifestation? How does this emotional environment, these people, these things, these surroundings, this house, this home, this work environment manifest the choice that I have created? My soul chose this environment for a reason. Maybe you sitting in the job that you don't like is manifesting the ability for you to speak up and open your throat chakra to finally say what you do want, to finally say that I'm not settling for something because I feel unworthy, that I feel less than, to sit here and say, I'm going to make it all about the fact that I have my paycheck and all the things. These are all the human things. I need money, I need this, I need all those things. We get that, we all need that, but on the bigger arch end of all things, everything is energy. And when we're sitting in that space, in that environment, we're accepting the sensitivity that my body is being triggered. You've let that go this past full moon. Now you're stepping into those spaces and you're not allowing the job that maybe you didn't like to overtake you. You're not taking it home. Instead, you're getting to be in the classroom through your job and understand what works for me and what doesn't work for me, communicate it, or to understand what is the solution here. So you're being provided solutions. New moons are all about new beginnings, new starts, family, environments. New moons are all about environment. So for those of you who might be on your moon cycle around the new moon, this is a big time of purging around environments, family, relationships, and intimate relationships as well. The second thing you need to know about this Pisces new moon that is happening on March 10th, 2024, 3 days before the day of and 3 days after, and how it will affect you, is you are being asked to dream bigger than you have ever asked Spirit to help you since the beginning of this year, or for some of you, since your whole life. Pisces is all about the imagination, that there is no restriction of what you want. There's only a restriction if you choose to believe it is so. So I've been loving this phrase, and I shared this with you guys, but be the change you want to see in the world. Be the manifestation that you want to see in the world. What about that phrase? Let's shift it a little bit more. Be the dream you want to see in the world. Now, the dream starts with a story, starts with a thread, and then it continues to create its quilt. It continues to create that sweater, it continues to create that hat. You know, we don't look at the end product and say that the end product's not here, so I guess my manifestation's not working. Pisces New Moon is letting you know what are the threads that you are weaving right now in your life, and have you actually allowed gratitude to fully flow into that so it can continue to be fed and watered, and to see what is working, to see what is here for me, instead of rejecting my own power of self, that this thread is actually the biggest part of this journey all in all. Because if you don't start threading this sweater, start threading this hat, then it just becomes just this, ball of yarn, this ball of thread that does not create into something. So it takes energy of someone to choose what they want to manifest. And this Pisces new moon is opening a portal for us to call in the impossible, for us to call in what we think is the impossible. And it is only impossible if we decide to choose that it is, right? If you decide to choose if it is, or we believe it. So let's track it a little bit. I want you to think right now as we're connecting, okay, we're chilling. What is one thing that you want to manifest? It could be a house, it could be whatever it is. I'm going to take you into the deepest of your dreams. And I want you to take a moment with me. You can close your eyes if you want to, obviously. If you're driving, don't do that. If you're at work, maybe not. But just take a moment of presence. And I want you to think, and just don't even stop what channels through your throat, and say it out loud right now. What is it? And when that thing comes up to your mind, without questioning it, without saying, but that's not here yet, but I don't have the red thread yet, but I don't have the machine, the sewing machine, I only have my hands. It starts with your hands. Do you see my metaphor here? So what I'm trying to say is that you are stopping yourself from even looking at the thread. Spirit's giving you some breadcrumbs. They're giving you some totems. They're giving you some visions. They're giving you some dreams right now. And this is the deepest of your abundance. We're at a time right now in the 3D where the 3D is molding into the 5D. What that means is our dreams are becoming realities. We're getting premonitions through our third eyes. We're getting activations. We're upgrading our template. And what that means is that manifestation comes with just the words that come out of our mind. And then right away, the consciousness communicates in dreams and meditations and totems, through people, through earth angels, through so many guides that are supporting us, because we've set it to be true. We've set it to be what it is meant to be. So here it's really asking you to dream as big as you want it to be, because your dreams are here. You have a full council that is wanting to support you, but also be realistic with yourself in the sense of what are you doing to step forward and to use your hands, right? There's not too big of dreams. There's just too big of us feeling that we can't make it, right? It's the layers of fear. There's big fear, but there's never too big of dreams. There's a lot of grief, but there's never too big of dreams, right? There's always eternal energies in all ways, but it depends on how you channel that energy. So Pisces New Moon is asking you, channel your energy to be bigger, to be better than you've ever imagined. And don't expect the worst, but expect it to be a lesson or something to bring you into what you need it to be. Take all expectations of how the path and the map should look like, throw it out, and start working with the unseen realm at this time. Start writing in your dream book. Start noticing how you feel with your pineal gland. Start noticing what is being called of you. Maybe it's a life that you don't even live right now. And you're like, how am I going to get to A to B? But You're just getting curious. Curiosity is your biggest creative tool. If you were never curious, you would wait for someone to make your decisions, and you would wait for the whole council to make your manifestations happen. And some of us have our souls doing that. We got to be honest. And this new moon's going to ask you, how much are you relying for other people to make decisions for you? And this all stems from your earlier years, or other situations or memories where you were waiting for other people and you felt voiceless. You felt powerless in that space. I'm not saying for everyone that's watching this, but for some of you, maybe you're reclaiming that. And this is a reclamation through your dream. There's a reclamation of self-empower and sense of self. And in doing that, that is the dream that fosters and seeds what this, thread is going to create. So that was a big rant on that, but just think of what's your biggest dream and manifestation you want to do, and even take out like the year, just timelines, just like what is your biggest manifestation you're calling in right now. I can think of a few right on the top of my head right now that I'm calling in and that are happening. Like, I don't know the timeline. I don't know like exactly who it will look like with. Some of them I do, but the moment that I start to create, oh, well, it's not this and it's not that, I'm blocking myself. I'm blocking my vision. Third eye means insight. When we start to control insight, we lose the whole picture. We lose our dream. We start to control our dream. A dream can only grow if you allow it to get its roots into where it needs to be. You can't control a tree from growing, so why do we control our dreams? Boom, mic drop. That's literally what we need to see. So I want you to ask yourself, write this down if this helps you, if you really resonate with that. How are you controlling your dreams? And where are you being called not to control your dreams? Okay? The next thing you need to know about this Pisces new moon is that this is a great year to manifest. So some great manifestations. I know a few of you guys in the last videos were like, Shika, can you tell me some manifestation practices? So I'm going to share a couple with you. So scripting is really good. I have a video on that if you want to learn how to script. Moon water. What is moon water? It's essentially when you code your water on the day of the new moon and you talk to it and you say what you want to manifest. And you either put it on your windowsill or outside, and you close it maybe in a mason jar, and you allow it to charge with the moon. And what this is going to do is you can use it for your plants, you can spray it with yourself, you can make a tincture out of it, you can put it in a bath, you can use it all the way up until the next cycle, 3 days before the full moon. And this is, you can even drink it or put it in your crystal bottle, water bottle, or in a water bottle, and that can be very supportive for you. And it's going to help charge you. It's going to crystallize your being. There's a lot of research on water because we're mostly water and how that can really support us. So when we are able to tap with water, what happens, and the full moon affects water, we're majority water, we're getting a double dose of cleansing, but we're also using water this time to manifest, to recode our thoughts, to recode our energies, to recode our being, to meet the match of what we're calling in. And then we just listen and we look, and that's the real work after this new moon. Another thing is herbal manifestations. So I love to do baths. This is one of my favorite practices. I do a lot of tea baths, and that's one of like, I make my own tinctures. I do my own little, like, at my herbal cabinet. And I love to really work with a lot of manifestation. So for example, patchouli is really good. Basil is really good. There's various different herbs that you can use, that you can boil, and you can pour into the water of your tub and soak for 20 to 30 minutes, and just really charging it with either some crystal bowl music or sound and music, and just really connecting with the waters and speaking to the waters of what you want to do as it absorbs in your body with what you want to manifest and dream and connect with. The other thing you can do is ceremonies. So again, we have the Pisces breathwork coming up. So if that's something that you want to do together in community here, highly suggest you going and signing up. You can sign up down below. And this Pisces ceremony is going to allow us to breathe together, connect with our spirit. But then we have not only your energy putting prayer, putting intention into your manifestation, but we have a group of us all helping you out. So not only do you get the moon, you get me supporting you, you got community supporting you, you got the earth, you got the guardians, you got the whole team. It's like, it's inevitable that you're going to get your manifestation in this space. And then you take that, you integrate that, and you walk that path of support. You allow the energy of the collective to support you fully through it all, because we can't do it alone. So again, if you want to come to the Pisces new moon breathwork, go and sign up down below. Okay. Next thing is that you need to know about this new moon is Premonitions men's premonitions for your manifestation. Your psychic abilities are going to be potent. Pisces is one of the number one, I don't say number one, but one of the top signs that are amazing for psychic downloads. They're very psychic, they're very intuitive, they see things that people don't see, they have an imagination beyond anything in this realm, they can see beyond energy of this physical realm. Their body is open to a lot of things. We all are, though. I don't want to categorize Pisces as special, like we're all special, but this is what Pisces has heightened. So what this means is that you are getting premonitions. What are premonitions? It is visions of things before they happen. So this new moon is giving you visions and kind of like little, like it's saying words, or you're seeing things, or you're sensing things, you're feeling things. You don't have to always see it here. I get a lot of messages of people saying, Shika, how do I do this? Like, just work with the senses you have and work with that, you know, every day tapping into your intuition. This is what's going to heighten your manifestation abilities. Right? How can I walk into a room and tune in? How can I guess what color I'm going to be picking next, or that person's going to pick? Those are ways to practice your intuitiveness. Follow your guide, follow your gut, follow your third eye insight. So here it's saying that you're getting premonitions. You're getting maybe in a dream. I've had many dreams where they happen and they show me a snippet and it happens in real life and I get deja vu. Ooh, it's happened before. There's a glitch that's happening in the matrix. There's a glitch that's happening in the system that is supposed to make me go this way and I'm going the soul way, right? That's a good sign. So again, you're getting premonitions, and just write them down, take note of them, and notice what you're feeling at that time. It's the best way to know why you're getting this premonition or this deja vu. Okay. The next thing you need to know about this Pisces new moon that is happening on March 10th, 2024, and how it will affect you 3 days before the day of and 3 days after, is new ideas arise on how to make changes. Step into new choices and open the doors to where you want to do your manifestation. So again, you're getting a lot of ideas. You're very creative during this new moon. This is a great time to get creative with a new project, a new business idea, perhaps to get support on that. You know, this is a great time to kind of figure out what you want, to get a boot of like energy. Because I know for the last month, some people have been purging, we know, but now it's like you're seeing the light at the end of the other tunnel, and you're getting excited again. Our days are getting longer now. The sun is coming out. We're getting a lot of prana, a lot of sun codes from the sun. So even though it's a new moon, they work together. Everything's connected, right? So these codes are supporting you in accessing the energies of new ideas. So then you can charge that with your waters. So work with the sun this time. If it's sunny that day, allow yourself to be in the sun just for 10 minutes of the day and receive the codes going through your crown. Envision it, feel it, you'll sense it, and just get charged. And then when you get that charge of prana and that food energy for your soul and your spirit, what happens is then when the new moon and when you go into your ritual, you can charge those waters with these codes. And that is going to be very powerful for you. And the last thing you need to know about this new moon happening in Pisces is third eye activation. Okay, so for some of us that might require sinuses to be cleansing and clearing out. Perhaps your sinuses are cleared for the first time in a while for some of you. Maybe you're feeling a lot of pressure in the third eye. That is just you being activated and opening out of limiting insight and allowing you to see the bigger picture of your dreams, to see the bigger picture of how your dreams are connected to the collective, right? It's your dream, right, that you're manifesting, but your dream allows you to support the collective in going after their own as well. So we have to look at it in a broader stand as well. I think as soon as you do your healing, as soon as you do your shadow work, you're giving permission for all those related, family, the stranger at the grocery store, your neighbors, right? People who have passed on and transitioned, and for every person in this collective to do the same and to know that they have that power and activation and those psychic abilities and those gifts, that everything they need to support them in what they need to do. Right? And when we can heighten our gifts, we cannot be reactive, but rather we can create and observe. Those are the top things you need to manifest. Create and observe. You observe first, you create. If we are reactive, that means we're being triggered, we're holding on to something, and we're creating that as a reality of energy. And then what happens is it's hard because then we have that block in our chakra system or our light body, and we're not able to step into what we came here to do, even though as much as we want it to, because we feel blocked. So that ability for us to work with this Pisces new moon where everything feels clear, everything is seen, we're seeing all the reality of what is. And when that happens, we step into our true divinity. So, you know, some things that came up for me when I was channeling this specifically for the Pisces new moon, ganja is a beautiful medicine. I know the medicine is potent. She's amazing. However, when she is abused and not used too much, she can block your third eye. For most people that I work with, especially when I do plant medicine ceremonies and stuff, I always ask them if they work with ganja, and that's fine, but knowing how often are they relying on the medicine, and it can actually block our insight in that space, right? So again, just being aware, maybe if you are connecting with ganja, maybe reducing it if that's something that you use regularly, or better yet, allowing this to be a time for you to connect with your insight and to not rely on other insight to, you know, I don't want to say block the lower chakras, but she really allows you to relax the lower chakras. But then in turn, it can make us be so focused on reducing the anxiety as opposed to getting to the root of it. And I find a lot of people are using this medicine without understanding it. So specifically for Pisces new moon, the channel I got is just be aware of your use with Mama Ganja, okay? The other thing as well is late night scrolling. This is going to block your third pineal gland. I know it's hard. I get it. You know, you're sitting in bed, whatnot. Maybe instead having some lotus blue tea, you know, blue lotus tea. This is what's going to support your third eye activation, and just going and read instead or journal. So just giving yourself 45 minutes to an hour before bed, no screen time, will support you. Light tapping on the third eye before you meditate is going to help you bring your attention, and the body is connected to the spirit, right? So just bringing your attention there. I have a full video actually that I wanted to share with you guys, teaching you how to open your third eye and activate it. So if you want to go do that video, you can. It will really support you. But tapping it's a great way before meditations to help you 3 days before the day of and 3 days after of the Pisces new moon. And doing any other third eye meditations, there's many on here that can support you and help you out. So those are the things as far as what to know for this Pisces new moon. Let's go into the numerology. So we have March, so January, February, March. We have 3, so 3 is the month, the third month. It's the 10th day, so we add that together, that gives us 13. 2024 is 8, so 13 plus 8, we're looking at 21. So the number activation is 21 and 3. So we want to look at 2, 1s, 3s. Those are the big numbers to look at, and 21. So if you're seeing these angel numbers, 2s usually represent action. So taking action to call in what you want to manifest. Taking action to see the signs that you constantly get and not just say, I keep getting them everywhere. Okay, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to tap into that wisdom? How are you going to focus and take a step forward into what is being channeled to you, right? The second thing is 1s. 1s mean new beginnings. So you're starting a new thread. You're starting to sew and weave something new into your life. You're starting to claim those things into your life. This could be a new beginning of a twin flame, a relationship, a soulmate. This could be a new beginning of a business. This could be a new beginning of a new project within yourself. This could be a new beginning of your health. March is a time where a lot of people are going to be detoxifying energy. So this could be a new relation. Maybe some of you get news about your health. I've been seeing that trend with a lot of people. And now they're like, okay, now it's time for me to be serious with it, because we're going to need your physical body to hold the codes that are enhancing in the next few months. So in doing that, to help support you to hold that manifestation fully and not to close and minimize yourself and make yourselves feel small because you feel that you can't hold it when you actually can. This is why it's almost like a blessing to see these diseases and these physical elements come up. So this Pisces new moon is allowing you to listen to all the insight that you're receiving in that. Another thing to consider as well is 3, right? So when we add 2 and 1, it gives us 3. So when we receive that, we connect with divine, we connect with our light body, we connect with angels and the guides, and we ourselves go through almost like an astral projection. So some of you may have outer body experience in your dream. It may take you a second to wake up after a dream. But when you're doing that, you're doing a lot of work codes. So you're doing a lot of work on your body. What that means is your spirit's going on a little journey, and there's a council that's supporting you. I see a circle. That circle around is like you in the center and them doing work on you. They're doing a whole bunch of work. It's grid work. So it's all these lines of energy, and they're connecting it, and they're just enhancing it a little bit more, right? So this is what's going to support you on what you're calling in. Remember, what you're calling in and also what your guides are sharing with you is nothing that you can't handle. It's just supporting you in a deeper way. So when our human comes in and gets a little worried or anxious of what's coming in, just remember, sorry, my camera got off, but just remember that you are okay and that everything is fine, right? So just be mindful of that, because sometimes we have these shadowy parts that can come up, and you know, the new moon is really calling us to hermit within, go into within. You know, the full moon is all about illuminating what is happening and bringing the shadows up. And new moon is all about going inwards and starting the new beginnings and looking at self, not looking outside of ourselves, not being insecure with our dreams and what we're calling in. It's not a race. It's not a comparison. It's not about, I should have done this 5 years ago and started my spiritual journey or do it. Like, it doesn't mean anything. I was just telling someone that I just kind of chuckle of the cosmic joke when people say, I just started my spiritual journey 2 years ago. You started your spiritual journey the moment you were born. You know, there's no, when we say spiritual journey, it means living. That's really what it means. It means conscious awareness of living. So whether it's someone who has a belief and someone who doesn't, they are both on the spiritual journey without knowing it, right? So that's just something to consider. But what makes us become more devoted to this work, which is required for the new earth, and again, go check out that video on 8 signs that you've been chosen for the new earth and the expansion, and you're going through upgrades. It's gonna, like, for a lot of you that are going through big experiences this year. And it talks about knowing that 3 is that we come directly in alignment and we accept the unseen support that is here for us. And we're not scared of it. We're taking in our gifts. We're allowing them to thrive. We're seeing them as stuff in our pencil case to support us. And we're not judging them. We're not judging others. And we're allowing ourselves to fully come into that dream, right? So manifesting means the ability to create a reality of what is. So 3, 1, and 2 is, it's even the numbers 1, 2, 3. You're getting specific steps during this new moon in Pisces of what to do. And it's very clear. So as soon as you go through the step of claiming what you want, you will get steps through your dreams. You'll get steps through just feelings and knowings to write them down and start getting to work, start doing them. And don't get too wrapped up on how it should look like and you're not doing it right and it's not perfect. Just get started. Like I said, we don't look at the sweater. We start with just threading or knitting first. And when we do that first, that allows us to then start the project and we get a sweater. But we don't think about, we just get the sweater just like that. We need to start knitting first. So what are you knitting during this Pisces new moon? What are you creating during this Pisces new moon? And bring that creativity to support you, because each and every one of you are very powerful and you've enhanced so much. And just give yourself a pat on the back, like hold yourself right now. I think that's something that we haven't done. It's something so simple. Just take a moment, hold yourself and say, you're doing good. Like, we got this. We got this dream manifestation. Stop putting pressure on yourself that you don't have it, and stop putting pressure on yourself on it's not the way it's supposed to be or how it should work. That we got it. I'm okay. And that manifestation is my birthright and we got this. So when you can do that, just take a moment, like hold yourself and bring that in, take a breath. You are welcoming that to come through. You're welcoming that to be a reality. So just to recap the numerology meaning of that, remember it's 2 and 1, 21 is added together, we get 3, right, of the dates. And this is March, the 3rd month, 10th, the 10th day, 2024. We add that all together, we get 21. Add that together, it's 3. So 1s, 2s, 21, and 3. You should look at those numbers and tune up a little bit. And if that's a number that's important to you, well, guess what? Tune up a little bit more and notice, what am I saying? What am I thinking at this time? Who am I with at this time? What am I, like, there are reoccurrences, there are repetitions. These are all signs for you to listen and act on. Okay, so start creating, loves. Let's get into cards and pull some cards. I'm gonna pull just a couple. I find, like, now, because I get to chat with you guys and channel, I don't really pull too many, but today I'm feeling, let's pull it. So today I'm pulling from my OG deck, Wisdom of the Oracle. I love this card. Sorry, the light is like super bright here, but You guys can see it. Wisdom of the Oracle. See how we've been through it together, so it's a pretty old card. But let's see what we have for what we need to know for this. Ooh, Pisces. Okay, New Moon. Ooh. I love the first card that just fell out, and then we got 4 others. Great. Okay, so we'll do the first card here, Poised. So, sorry, my light is bright. She's so bright. Okay, we got it. Okay, so Poised. This card is specifically saying, and usually when I pull out this card, it means that you're like holding everything together, and perhaps depending on the other cards that pull out, that like you're just using that as a face, as a mask. But here it's actually the opposite. It's positive. It's sensing that, hey, you actually have so much and you're holding it so well, even though there's so many moving parts going on. And I know you might not know how everything's gonna move, but you actually do know. And there's like the shooting star here. It's like you're looking at your dreams, you're looking at your star, you're making a wish on your star, and you got this, right? Your wings are flying, you're free, you're moving towards your manifestation. This is a really good card. So I just want to share that with you guys. Ooh, shadow. Okay. The other card that we have here is the Thinker. Okay. And the Thinker is really saying that you're really taking this time to think, to reflect on the insight that you're receiving. We got 44, so the awakening. Maybe you get that first little like eureka moment. You're like, oh my gosh, this is what I needed to hear. And now it allows you to go through a ponder of self, right? So taking moments of silence, less distraction with the phones, and just like really coming in with the ganja, with the other ways that we might get distracted. And again, I don't want to make it sound like ganja. She's a beautiful medicine, but again, that is something she came in as soon as I was channeling, and I felt her energy. She was just like, people are taking advantage and over abusing me. And right now is a great time for me to just share with them that they need to step into their power of what medicine they have to hold and what they have to share. Okay, so we have time for a nap. So this card is beautiful. This card is really just saying that your dream is where you're gonna get a lot of messages. So take a nap, take a break. And when you take a break, you're actually gonna be going faster, right? It's because you're gonna be moving deeper into different light body realm and that dream work that I was telling you about. So take some time to rest, take some time to take a nap and not overwork. Look less at what you're doing right now. The Pisces New Moon is focusing less on, this is what I'm doing and this is what I need to get done. Sorry, I'm like, really, the lighting just changed. This is what I need to get done, and this is what I'm doing. And when we can do that, we can put a lot of pressure on ourselves, right? So keep in mind that this lighting, let me just go a little forward. So keep in mind that when we're tuning into, we've been programmed to think that the more work we do physically, the more that we're actually going to do better in our life, right? But a lot of the times I even notice for myself, when I take a break and I do nothing, I actually get more response and efficiency in my work. I go back, I feel more rejuvenated. I notice the response of people are different. So just know that when you take a pause, there's a lot of light work that can be done. And this Pisces New Moon is just telling you, use your energy for manifesting properly. Use your dream realms to support you. Like I said, Blue Lotus is amazing to work with dreams, especially for those of you who might forget or maybe haven't dreamt for a while or don't have dreams. This will open your third eye a little bit more. So you can get Blue Lotus tea in a lot of places. I get it at Aminia, which is a really great place. But there's various other places that you can go to. Okay, last card is Leg Up. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I think this card I love because I feel like sometimes we forget that we feel like we have to hold everything together. But don't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I need some support here, right? So this card is really just saying that, there's the baby cub. I don't know if you guys saw that. The baby cub is on the back, right? It's asking help from the mama. And, in this case, I see it in two symbols. I'm seeing it as helping as far as like a mother figure or someone that's older than you that is going to help you with something. This is also a sign of Mother Earth. Like she's really supporting you, nature, grandmother energy as well, like the grandmother moon. And she's saying, hey, get on my back. Let me help you, Let me help you with this manifestation. You don't have to do it alone. You're getting tired. Take a rest. Get on my back and let me take you to the astral spaces. Let me take you to a higher realm to really give you a little boost of where you need to go. And this is going to quick, fast pace the process of you healing, the process of you being able to manifest. And I don't know if you can see, I always point out things that resonate, but in this card, maybe you won't be able to see it. No, you can. You see there's a face in the background? So it's almost like this is like a higher council, like feminine energy. It's giving me archangel medicine here. And what this is saying is that, you know, you have this motherly presence on the earth realm, but then you also have one holding you, like this is God energy that's behind you, supporting you. So you are like fully backed up. You have a full team. And again, there's a lot of stars. So I just can't help but say, like, wish upon a star. That's what I heard. So what can you wish upon a star for yourself? If there's a shooting star right now and you did believe in it, and you did, and I honestly do believe in shooting stars. They're always confirmation. And maybe you'll see one on the new moon. And when you see the stars, these are our ancestors. These are our guides, you know, really supporting us. And we were also up there at one point, but you decided to drop into your body to create a dream that is more than you, that is beyond, and that is an extension of the collective. And it would be almost not complete if you didn't decide to thread and weave into, you know, the dream that you want. But again, with a mission so big, and I think some of you know what I'm talking about, that you can't do it alone. And moving forward, the new earth is not doing it alone. It's collaboration, it's collectiveness, it's the support of us helping each other and seeing, hey, wait a minute, we can help one another. You got your gifts, I have my gifts, let's do this together. So think of the dream, know that the team will come, and trust in the process. And the Pisces new moon is a huge activation for you to step forward in something so much bigger. So yeah, I'm really excited for you guys. And this Pisces new moon is good energy. Like I said, we're going to be having a beautiful new moon breathwork ceremony that will be happening on the day of the Pisces new moon. So you can go check it out down below and register. I also have another, I believe it's a new moon breathwork that's coming up. I'm going to leave the calendar here for you. We have one spot for the Goddess Retreat happening this month, the 20th to 27th in Portugal. So if you are interested, there's one spot left. Go and fill out the form in the link tree and email us to let us know. Myself or my team will support you. There's Divine Dharma. There are only 4 spots left. So if you're interested in applying for the training to learn how to step into being a light worker, being a warrior of this work and this earth, and helping nature, helping this collective, because we can't do it alone. And lastly, is we have one-on-ones. So if you're interested in working one-on-one with me with healing, supporting your healing journey, supporting you and the depths of where you want to go this summer, you can apply for the Rebirth program as well. So that is all that I have to share. I will be posting a Pisces new moon meditation. I also would love to hear what are some things that you guys would like me to talk about more on the channel. I talk about a lot of moon stuff. I love it, but there's also a lot of other things that I have after 7 years of working this work, such as, women's health, women's healing, shamanic work, elemental work, and breath work, Reiki, so much. And I want to be able to share this with you guys, this wisdom that I wanted to share, and some wisdoms even from my teachers. So if there's anything you have questions on, let me know and I can ponder on it for ideas for videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share with a friend. And thank you so much for your patience with the lighting because the sun moved. Thank you, sun. But it allowed me to sun gaze with you guys a little bit and to connect. So I wish you the best. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Happy Pisces new moon, and go after that shooting star. Bye.